the channel. My name is Wayne, and today I'm going to show you about how I'm doing rune readings lately. So if you come to see me, say at any of the events that I do, or at the Next Millennium, or any other of the places locally, or if you have me do a video rune reading, well, this is how I'm doing it today, and I want to share that with you so that you can kind of take this, use it if you like, or modify it however you like. I'm going to be using, let's look at these. And I've showed these on a previous video, but I'm going to be using these rune tiles, which are slightly bigger. Same kind of design as my other runes, but these are slightly bigger. And I started using these over COVID when I was doing rune readings via video because they are a little bit easier to see on video. Also, I found that these larger runes are kind of nice to use in person because a lot of people haven't had rune readings done and they may be unfamiliar with them, a little more familiar maybe with tarot readings and things like that. And these kind of, the way I'm doing it here is a little more akin to laying them out kind of like that. It gives the client a little bit of a more familiarity, but it's a really great tool to a way to use the runes to teach people about them as well. They can see them clearly from across the table, and sometimes we've got barriers, the acrylic barriers, you know, for COVID and everything to keep us safe. So anyways, let's go down to the table and I'll show you how I do my rune readings currently. Okay, so here are the runes. I've got them. What I've done beforehand is I will have taken them and I will have shuffled them around really well and put them in the stack. And then when I have a client, we'll have them here. Now what I do here is when I get a new client, I will then go ahead and reshuffle them in front of them, stack them up like this. And this is where I'll do my intention. So I'll put my hands over it and then I'll speak my intention. My initial prayer that I do every time I do rune readings to bring in the spirit guides, guardian angels, and those that are watching over us. And I make my intentions there for the client. At this point, I decide whether I'm going to set it into 3 stacks or just 1. This is completely up to you, and I found that it changes each time for each client, so it's kind of strange. But I'm just going with it. Today I'm just going to pull off a stack, the top of it. So I'm going to start here in this orientation. So this will be the recent past, this will be the now, and this will be the future, and things that will dictate that. So what I do is I'll take these now, and I'll make my intention first. Like I'll point to this, like I need the middle row first. So I'm going to go with the first one here. I'm going to turn it over like this. We'll go with the second and the third. Now I'm going to pick runes that will influence these, or that have influenced the past. Now we're going to go with runes that influence the now, and the runes that influence the future. Wow, and somehow I just pulled exactly 9 runes. So there we go. So basically the way you read this is you'll start here. You will read, talk to them about algaes and their connection and all this. These runes will dictate what's happened there, or maybe where it was happening, possibly at the home. There was a need for some connection and it happened. And going through here, you can go up to the now. Now this will be what they want you to focus on. So this rune will be what's happening currently, and then what runes are influencing that. What energies are influencing this middle, your now, right now. So now we're going to go up to the future, and you're going to see these are kind of what's coming or what's ahead possibly. So there might be a time right up here. This looks like Isa, so it's going to be a time of probably some inward study and a halting of some things for you to be able to evaluate yourself. These are going to be runes here that dictate that as well. And so what are things coming up? This will give you a guideline as to what to prepare for. Oh wow, this may be a period of possibly, letting things go in order for them to have new growth. So you can look out for that, and also look out for any issues here with a partner or anything like that. This gives you a heads up so that you can prepare for it. It doesn't mean that bad things are going to happen. It just means that this is what's kind of coming, but now they're giving you a heads up because you're doing this reading. So again, we've got our middle line, our timeline here. So this is the past, the current, and the future, and the runes that dictate that. This is how I do it, and usually every rune reading you have to talk to the client and communicate with them. You'll find sometimes that these will have commonalities, or that even either sides here have commonalities that will help offer some guidance and messages. But it's really all about talking to the client and working through these. This is a nice period back here of confirmation. You can kind of see where things were developing into the now, and then also where things could develop, and some heads up as to what's happening in the future. So I felt this is a much nicer reading for a client that is also quick enough to do in a store or whatnot, but also with for yourself. It gives you a little bit more broader influence and energies than just a straight 3-rune spread. So that's how I'm doing things today, and I hope you enjoyed that. So there you go, and that's how I'm doing rune readings lately, and what set I'm using. This is the same design as I've had my other sets that I've made that are available on my Etsy site and whatnot, but I thought this would be something fun to share with everyone and give you a little bit of clarity. If you have any questions or whatnot, please leave them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like to the channel, and catch me on Facebook and Instagram as well, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks. And that's how I'm doing rune readings. Rune readings. Red leather, yellow leather. Why is it so hard? Rune readings.